Welcome into On Deck. I'm Tyler Edmond. I'm here with Brother Francis himself, Bob Kelly. Nice to see you, sir.
Nice to see you, Tyler.
So, there's some people out there that are probably my age that are not sure who you are, who I'm referring to, and I say Brother Francis. And I'm referring to the guy that dressed up like a monk as a fan back in the 1980s?
80s through 84, so 5 seasons. I started at the home opener in 80. They were playing the Big Red Machine, and they had just come home from a 7-game road trip where they were 0-7. And so, they had a little locker room for me, a space in the ushers' locker room, and it's where I could change and everything. I never showed up before the 7th inning and everything. And one night, I came out in the 7th to do my thing, and Tommy Boggs had a no-hitter going. So I said, Bobby's Brother Francis is not going down there with the no-hitter. So thank goodness he gave up a hit in the 7th, so in the 8th inning I appeared and everything.
Yeah, the last thing you wanted to do was jinx that.
That no-hitter, that's right.
Well, I'm sure you made friends over the years. In fact, you got a baseball in your arms right now. It's signed by Phil Necro. Can you tell me a little bit about your relationship with him?
Phil was a great guy and still is a great guy. In fact, I saw the interview that you had with him from the golf tournament, and he gave me this baseball the second night of the season, and I've kept it. It was definitely, he didn't get me a brand new game ball. It was used, and it's just something I treasure, and I'll pass it on down to the boys and everything. But Phil Necro was a great guy. He was he loved the game of baseball. He went to the Yankees when he left, and then he wanted to become the Braves manager. Unfortunately, sort of the same story as with Babe Ruth, wanted to be the Yankees manager, and it didn't happen. But Phil Necro deservingly is in the Hall of Fame, and he is definitely a guy that when you talk about baseball, his knuckleball was the best knuckleball thrown. And there's a guy, Hoyt Wilhelm, who threw a good one back in the American League. And then Joe, Phil's brother, threw a decent one too. But Phil was the guy that when you played the Braves and he was the starting pitcher, you had to wonder which ball am I going to hit, the waffle ball or ball over here? So I was walking in to go to the box where I was staying, and all of a sudden I see a gentleman carrying a child on his shoulders, and I look up and it's Murph, and I said, "Hey, Murph." Well, when somebody calls him Murph, he reacts because that was a name. So he turned around and I walked over and I introduced, I said, "Murph, Brother Francis." Brother, very nice. Asked me how I was doing. I said I had grandchildren also, and everything was well, and it was good to see him.
But since then, you're still a Braves fan. You're still.
I love him. I am a big Braves fan. I run into Coxie. I saw Coxie last year. I was up in the 680, the fans booth, and he came in there, and right away "Hey Bobby, how are you?" And his first comment, "Where's the robe, brother?"
But you brought him up, so now I got to ask you: did you ever have a run-in with Ted Turner?
No, Ted was always nice to me. He appreciated what I was doing, and I stayed out of the way. But I finally sent him a picture of me shaking hands with him from the dugout, and he signed it and sent it back to me and everything. But no, Ted was a good gentleman. He knew I loved the Braves, and he knew I was doing what I was doing because of that reason, and he never said take that guy off the dugout or leave him alone.
Well, not too many fans are remembered, right, over the years. Mm-hmm. You have been cherished by Braves country. People remember you. They share you on pictures of you on Facebook. That's where I found this picture, was somebody shared it on Facebook. What does it mean to you that people know who you are still to this day and cherish those memories?
It's nice. I was young, and I had a wife, 3 children. Third one was named after Rick Camp, Timothy Joseph Camp Kelly. But I'm prouder where I am today. I'm reborn Christian. I follow the Lord very closely now. I have a ministry I started 7 years ago that's doing very well. But you know, those are nice memories, and people that come up and say, "Oh, I remember you." I appreciate that, you know. But I think I'm where I'm supposed to be now versus then, and but that's what that little dash between when you're born and when you're dead, that's what that little dash stands for. The things that you did during your lifetime, and hopefully you're remembered for the good things. And I think what I did with the Braves was good things, and the rest of whatever goes on.
Let's talk about what you're doing now. I want you to tell kind of what your ministry is about, what it's for. Can you tell me a little bit about it?
I started this ministry, Tyler, 7 years ago, and it's called HOG, Helping One God. And what I do, I find a gentleman, a man, that's going through a life-changing crisis, and we do a dinner for him. HOG pays for the dinner, and all the money we raise, 100% of it goes to that ministry. When we first started, we were making $424, $600. Well, as we've worked hard to make it better, last year we gave somebody over $10,000. We're averaging now about 160 people to a dinner, and we're averaging somewhere in the $6,000 range now. So it's grown, and you know, I look back and I say, you know, maybe God was trying to tell me something back in the 80s, that I could get in front of people and make a difference.
Absolutely.
And unfortunately, it took a long time for me to realize that. And I'm blessed. I have a great pastor who 100% behind me, Mike Lynch, played ball at Liberty College for Bobby Richardson, and it's changed my life immensely. I'm very happy where I am, and I hope I have a few more years to do the HOG thing, and also maybe be here to see the Braves win a World Series.